God says, "My child, you have only 2 hours before the truth about someone very close to you is revealed. I speak to you now because time is running out, and your heart must be prepared for what is coming." This is not a punishment, nor a random warning. It is a call to awaken, to see beyond the surface, and to protect yourself from deception hidden behind the face of familiarity. Your brother, the one you trust, the one you laugh with, the one you share secrets with, is not who you think. You have loved him blindly, assumed his intentions were pure, and never questioned the strange shadows that sometimes passed through his eyes. But now, those shadows are stepping forward. The mask is cracking. And I am here to guide you through the storm so you do not fall into fear, anger, or confusion. Do you remember the nights when you sensed something unusual, but told yourself it was imagination? When his words felt slightly off, his tone slightly colder, or his actions subtly different from what they should have been? Those were not accidents. Those were the whispers of truth trying to reach your heart. And now, I am speaking directly to you because the veil is about to be lifted. You may ask, "God, why now? Why after so long?" The answer is simple: timing is divine. I do not reveal every secret the moment it forms because your spirit must be ready to receive it. Your soul must be steady, anchored in faith, before you face what could shatter trust and alter relationships. But the time has come. 2 hours remain for preparation. 2 hours to strengthen your heart, to call upon your inner wisdom, and to align with my protection. Your brother has walked a path unknown to you, carrying secrets that were never meant for your eyes, or perhaps, that were meant to test your spirit. He may have been influenced by forces you cannot yet understand, or he may have hidden desires and intentions that clash with the light I placed in your heart. Either way, the moment of revelation is near, and you must stand ready to see clearly. In the next 2 hours, pay attention to the signs. You may notice small details that once seemed unimportant suddenly standing out. A message left unopened, a tone in his voice, a glance that doesn't meet your eyes. Do not ignore these signals. They are divine breadcrumbs, leading you to understanding, to truth, to safety. This warning is not meant to make you fearful of your brother but to awaken your spiritual sight. You have relied on love alone to judge character, but my child, love without discernment is vulnerable. I am giving you discernment now, so you can see what is hidden, not to destroy your relationship, but to protect your soul from harm. I know your heart aches at the thought that someone so close could deceive you. That ache is normal, for you are a child of love, and betrayal wounds the soul deeply. But remember, pain is not the end. Pain is a teacher. Pain is a signal from me that something must change, that truth must emerge, and that your life must be aligned with light, not shadow. Begin to pray now, quietly, within your heart. Ask for clarity, for courage, for the strength to face whatever comes. Ask for the shield of my protection to surround you. I will not leave you alone in this revelation. Angels are already near, their wings brushing the edges of your room, their presence creating an invisible barrier that no deception can penetrate. For the next 2 hours, do not confront, do not accuse, do not act on impulse. Observe, breathe, and listen. Your intuition will guide you if you allow it. The heart can sense truth even when the mind is clouded. Pay attention to the small tremors in your spirit, the sudden feelings of unease or heaviness. These are my messages. You may remember moments that now seem strange: the night he returned home later than usual, the text messages deleted too quickly, the excuses that sounded rehearsed. You may recall his eyes flicking away at certain topics, or the subtle tension when certain subjects arose. Those memories, once confusing, are now pieces of a puzzle forming before your eyes. The 2-hour warning is crucial, for it represents divine timing. I could reveal everything at once, but your heart needs this time to prepare, to steady itself, to awaken fully to the reality that someone you love may have a hidden side. When the truth arrives, it will not be sudden chaos, it will be a divine unveiling, a moment where the veil falls and reality is illuminated. During these 2 hours, stay in calm. Do not allow fear to rule. Fear will cloud your vision and distort the signs. Instead, breathe deeply and call upon me. Repeat softly, God, protect me. Give me clarity. Show me the truth. These words are not empty, they are a shield. They are the spiritual armor that will carry you through what is about to unfold. You may feel shock, disbelief, even sadness. That is natural. Your bond with your brother has been built on trust, and trust is powerful. But I am teaching you something vital. Trust must be anchored in truth. Love without discernment can be dangerous, and I am now giving you the gift of spiritual vision so you can navigate what is hidden. I want you to prepare emotionally. Imagine standing in a room filled with light, the light of my presence. Even if the world around you seems dark, you are surrounded by an energy that no deception can penetrate. You are safe. You are loved. You are protected. Whatever your brother's truth may be, it cannot harm the essence of who I created you to be. As the minutes pass, observe everything without judgment. Feel your heart, notice your thoughts, watch your emotions rise and fall. This is not a test of strength but a test of faith. Faith that I am guiding you, faith that the truth will set you free, faith that no betrayal can diminish your light. Your brother may not act as you expect. He may try to hide, to mislead, to manipulate the perception of reality. But divine timing cannot be stopped. What is hidden will come to the surface. What is secret will be revealed. And when it is, I will be your anchor, your shield, your refuge. For the next 2 hours, do not allow anger, suspicion, or resentment to dominate your mind. Those emotions are natural, but they are not helpful. Instead, focus on clarity. Focus on observation. Focus on aligning your spirit with my protection. The truth is coming, not to destroy, but to awaken. Not to punish, but to illuminate. You may feel the urge to confront, to demand answers, to accuse. Resist it. Wait. Let me guide the timing. The moment will come when the revelation arrives fully, and you will see with perfect clarity what has been hidden. Acting too soon may cloud your judgment. Waiting allows my light to illuminate everything exactly as it is. I know your heart trembles at the thought of what might be revealed. I know the fear of betrayal can feel unbearable. But remember, my child, you are never alone. You are never powerless. You are wrapped in the mantle of divine protection, and no darkness can penetrate it. The next 2 hours are sacred. Use them wisely. Pray, reflect, observe, and trust me. I am revealing what must be seen. I am protecting what must be guarded. And I am preparing you to step into the truth with courage, not fear. Your brother is not who you think, and soon, the truth will show itself. But when it does, do not panic. Do not despair. Stand firm in my light, for that light is greater than any deception, any betrayal, any hidden agenda. Stand in peace, and know that you are fully protected. The clock is ticking, my child. 2 hours remain. Listen closely to the whispers of your spirit, the nudges of your intuition, the quiet guidance I place in your heart. These next 2 hours are your preparation, your spiritual armor, your time of calm before revelation. Breathe. Pray. Observe. And when the moment comes, you will be ready. Because, my child, truth is coming, and with it, freedom, clarity, and divine protection. My child, as the clock continues to move toward that divine moment of truth, something inside your heart has already started to awaken. You feel it, that quiet trembling, that soft unease you cannot explain. You sense it when you look into your brother's eyes. You feel it in the sudden distance that stands between you, invisible yet heavy. The air carries a weight, a silence filled with things unsaid. This is not your imagination. It is the soft cracking of the mask that has long covered what you were not meant to see until now. You have loved your brother deeply. You believed his words, trusted his intentions, and shared pieces of your soul with him. In your innocence, you assumed that blood meant loyalty, that love guaranteed honesty. But my child, the truth is not always that simple. Darkness can sometimes enter even the hearts of those we hold closest. Jealousy, greed, or pain can twist their path until they no longer walk in light. And now, I must show you what has been hidden, not to break you, but to awaken you. There were signs before. The sudden coldness in his tone, the strange deflection when you asked simple questions. The moments he watched you with an unreadable expression. You brushed it off, thinking perhaps he was tired, perhaps stressed. But I saw deeper. I saw the energy shift in his heart. I saw the thoughts he tried to bury. I watched as shadows began to form around his intentions, small at first, almost invisible, but growing stronger each day. Do not hate him, my child. For sometimes, people lose themselves not because they are evil, but because they are weak. Because they allow fear or jealousy to control them. Your brother has been wrestling with emotions he cannot admit. Perhaps it is envy, watching your spirit rise, watching favor follow you, watching doors open for you while his own seem to remain shut. Perhaps it is guilt, for something done in secret that his soul knows was wrong. But whatever the reason, it has clouded his light, and now the mask he wears begins to crack under the weight of his own choices. You will notice his behavior changing. Watch how he looks at you when you are not aware. There will be moments where his eyes flicker with something unrecognizable, not hatred, but conflict. He will avoid certain topics, change conversations abruptly, or overcompensate with false kindness. Do not be fooled by the sudden warmth. It is not love, it is fear of exposure. His words may grow sweeter, but his energy will tremble with anxiety. He senses that truth is coming, that the walls he built are about to collapse. These signs are not coincidences. They are divine signals. I am allowing his mask to slip so that you may see what lies beneath. The 2-hour warning was never about destruction, it was about revelation. I am peeling away the layers of illusion so that no deception can live in your presence anymore. You deserve truth, my child. You deserve relationships built on purity, not pretense. I know this is hard to hear. You may feel a storm of emotions rising inside you, confusion, sadness, even anger. But do not let these emotions drown you. Instead, let them cleanse you. Let the tears wash away your denial. Let the ache remind you that you are still capable of love, even when love is not returned with honesty. Let your heart remain open, but guarded by wisdom. Your brother may try to hide what is breaking. He may act normal, pretend that nothing has changed. He may even smile, speak gently, laugh as if all is well. But energy does not lie. You will feel it. You will feel the disconnect, the strange emptiness behind his words. This is the soul's confession, long before the mouth speaks it. His spirit is restless, trembling beneath the weight of hidden guilt. Do not confront him yet. Truth has its own timing. When the hour strikes, his actions will reveal everything. For now, stay observant. Watch the way he moves, the way his words contradict his energy. Pay attention to small inconsistencies, the way he avoids your eyes when you speak from the heart, the way he changes the subject when truth comes too close. These are not random behaviors. They are signs of a conscience struggling between guilt and fear. My child, I know how much this hurts. You have always seen the good in others. You believed that love could heal all wounds, that family was sacred and unbreakable. And though your belief is pure, not everyone holds the same light. Some hearts are wounded, and wounded hearts can wound others. Your brother's actions may be born from his own pain, his own sense of inadequacy, his own shadows that he has never faced. But regardless of his reasons, truth must come to light. There is a divine law in motion, nothing hidden can stay hidden when light has been called upon it. And you, my child, have called upon that light through your prayers, your tears, your longing for peace. You asked me to remove deceit from your life, and I have listened. That is why this revelation is happening now. The timing may feel sudden, but it is perfect. You are ready to see what your soul already knows. You will soon recall moments from the past that make more sense now. That conversation that ended abruptly, the gift that carried strange energy, the story that didn't quite add up. Every unanswered question will begin to fit into place. You will begin to see the pattern clearly, the lies hidden in kindness, the manipulation dressed as care. And though it will sting, it will also free you. Because once the truth is seen, it cannot imprison you anymore. This is your spiritual awakening, my child. It is not meant to destroy your family, but to teach you how to love with eyes open. To teach you that trust must be earned, not blindly given. To teach you that even those who share your blood can walk a different path of light and shadow. Do not let this truth turn you bitter. Let it make you wiser. Let it remind you that my presence will always reveal what is false. As the mask cracks further, your brother will grow uneasy. His words will tremble, his peace will vanish, his sleep will be restless. You may not see it, but he will feel it, the invisible pressure of divine truth closing in on him. His own spirit knows that he cannot hide forever. I am working within his conscience even now, urging him to repent, to face himself, to speak the truth. Whether he listens or not will be his choice, but revelation will come either way. And you, my child, must stay centered in peace. Do not seek revenge. Do not speak in anger. The truth will defend itself. The moment will arrive when the mask finally falls, and you will not need to raise your voice, the light will do it for you. Every lie will dissolve. Every hidden motive will be exposed. And in that moment, you will understand why I warned you. Breathe deeply. Let your heart settle. The mask is cracking, and soon it will shatter completely. This is not the end of your relationship, but the end of illusion. The truth that comes may hurt, but it will heal in time. Pain is temporary, awareness is eternal. Do not fear the next steps. The angels are still beside you, keeping the energy around you safe. Their light fills your home, their presence calms your heart. You may feel chills, warmth, or sudden peace, these are signs of their nearness. Every time your heart begins to tremble, remember, you are not alone. Your brother's mask is breaking because truth demands it. Light cannot coexist with shadow forever. The truth may surprise you, it may break your heart, but it will also rebuild your soul. After this revelation, your life will never again be guided by illusion. You will see people for who they truly are, not with suspicion, but with divine clarity. Hold on to faith, my child. You are walking through the middle of a storm, but I am your anchor. I will not let you drown. Let the waves crash, let the mask fall, let the truth rise. You will come out of this stronger, clearer, and spiritually reborn. The hour of truth is approaching, and what was once hidden will soon be revealed. Do not fear what you see. For everything that collapses now, I will replace with something pure, something true, something meant for your destiny. Breathe. Stay still. Watch closely. The mask is almost gone. And soon, my child, you will finally see who your brother truly is. My child, the moment has arrived. The 2-hour warning is reaching its end, and the truth that has been hidden in shadows is now stepping into the light. Your brother, the one you trusted, the one whose presence once brought comfort, is not as he appears. But do not panic. I am here, surrounding you with my light, protecting your heart, and guiding your spirit so that you may witness this revelation with clarity, without fear, and with the strength that only faith can provide. You must understand something first. What you are about to see is not just the result of his choices alone. There is a spiritual current that has influenced his path. A darkness that whispered into his heart, feeding envy, manipulating his intentions, and guiding him toward deception. It has been subtle, almost invisible, and he may not even realize the full extent of the influence. Yet the shadow was there, feeding on his human weaknesses, amplifying fears, desires, and misguided impulses. But my child, remember this: the darkness can only operate where light is absent. And now, your prayers, your vigilance, and your calling for truth have pierced the veil. The mask he wore is falling apart. You will soon see not only the human betrayal, the lies, the manipulation, the emotional distance he created, but also the spiritual thread that has entangled him. Both converge to create the reality you sense, a truth that has long been hidden, yet now can no longer hide. Think back to the moments that felt strange, the times when his words did not match his actions. Perhaps he spoke kindly, but you felt an undercurrent of unease. Perhaps he smiled, but the warmth felt hollow, leaving a chill in your heart. Those were not accidents. Those were signs, clues, the subtle warning of the unseen forces at play. And now, my child, the picture becomes clear. Your brother has allowed the shadow to influence decisions that affect you. He may have taken actions meant to mislead, to delay your progress, or to keep certain truths from you. These were not always conscious acts of malice, but the spiritual darkness amplified his human flaws, and together, they created a web of deception. And yet, this does not mean he is lost. Even now, there is a chance for awakening, for repentance, for release from this dark current. But the truth must be faced first. You will see how he has hidden certain things, messages deleted, intentions masked, excuses rehearsed. Some of these actions were born from fear, some from manipulation, and some from the subtle spiritual influence that whispered into his heart. All of them, however, share one thing in common: they have affected you, and you have the right to know. Do not allow anger to cloud your vision, my child. You may feel betrayal sharply, even as tears threaten to fall. This is natural. The human heart aches when someone close acts in shadow, even if their actions were partially guided by unseen forces. But I am telling you now: observe, understand, and protect yourself. Divine timing has revealed everything at the right moment. Your awareness is your shield. You may begin to notice a shift in his energy, a sudden tension, a flicker of guilt, a hurried explanation, or a silent withdrawal. These are signs that the mask has fully started to crumble. Every lie, every hidden intention, every secret decision is surfacing, not to destroy, but to liberate you from false trust. The truth will free your soul, and in freedom lies your power. The spiritual influence that has guided him will also be revealed. You may sense it as a heaviness, an uncomfortable presence, a sudden unease that rises in the room. This is the invisible shadow that has pushed him toward these choices. But do not fear it. Its power is temporary, and it has no authority over you. You are surrounded by my protection. Angels stand as walls of light, preventing any harm, and the darkness cannot touch you while you remain anchored in faith. As you observe, you will notice the duality, the human and the spiritual. The human is flawed, capable of error, and swayed by fear or envy. The spiritual is the unseen whisper, the guiding hand of manipulation that has amplified his weaknesses. Both have converged to create the situation that now unfolds before you. and both will be exposed. For nothing hidden can remain hidden when my light has been called. Do not be surprised if this revelation comes gently or dramatically. Some truths arrive softly, a whisper that unfolds slowly in your awareness. Others strike suddenly, a moment of undeniable clarity that leaves no room for doubt. Prepare for both. Your heart must remain steady, your spirit anchored in my presence, your faith unshaken. Now, see with your mind's eye, the moments that once confused you now align like a constellation of understanding. The cold gestures, the sudden changes in demeanor, the unspoken words, the hidden messages, all of these now make sense. You are not imagining. You were never mistaken in your intuition. Your soul recognized the disruption before your mind could articulate it. The mask is gone, and the reality of his dual influence, human and spiritual, stands before you. My child, even as the revelation unfolds, remember, this is not the end of love, but a new beginning of awareness. You will understand why certain paths were blocked, why some relationships felt strained, why certain energies around him felt unnatural. It was never about you failing, but about your spirit being prepared to see clearly, to discern truth from deception, and to recognize that even those closest to us can be instruments of both light and shadow. Now, the consequences of truth begin to ripple. His hidden actions, once invisible, will no longer affect you unknowingly. You are now aware. You are now awake. And because of that, you are protected. The spiritual influence that guided him toward deception loses its grip, for light dispels shadow wherever it is welcomed. And you, my child, are light incarnate when you stand in faith. You may feel a rush of emotions, shock, grief, confusion, even sorrow. These are natural. Let them rise, let them flow, and then release them into my hands. You do not need to hold anger or bitterness. The truth is already justice. Your clarity, your discernment, your awakened awareness are the protective shields that preserve your soul. Do not fear what your brother chooses to do next. Whether he acknowledges the shadow that has influenced him, repents, or continues in ignorance, it no longer controls you. The web that once ensnared your spirit has been cut by divine revelation. You are free to move forward, armed with understanding, anchored in faith, and surrounded by protection. And now, my child, take a moment to breathe. Feel the weight lift from your chest as the revelation settles. The truth has been revealed, and with it comes a profound liberation. You no longer walk blindly. You see clearly the duality that influenced your brother, his human flaws and the unseen spiritual shadow, and you know that neither can harm you while you remain in my light. The mask is gone. The hidden motives are exposed. And your spirit, steadfast and illuminated, rises above the confusion, the manipulation, and the fear. You are stronger now, wiser now, and more aware than ever. Your heart has survived deception, guided by divine protection, and you are ready to navigate the next chapter with clarity and courage. The 2-hour warning has reached its climax. Revelation has occurred. And though the journey may still be emotional, it is now infused with understanding, discernment, and divine safety. You have faced the dual shadows, the human and the spiritual, and you remain unbroken. You remain anchored in faith, and through that faith, you are unstoppable. Stand in this moment, my child. Feel the power of truth, the clarity of revelation, and the protection that surrounds you. Let go of fear. Let go of doubt. Let go of anything that binds you to confusion. The path ahead is now illuminated, and no darkness, human or spiritual, can obscure it. Because you are my child. Protected. Guided. Enlightened. And now, awakened. My child, now that the truth has been revealed, you stand at a sacred crossroads. The veil has been lifted, and what once lived in shadow now lies bare before your eyes. You have seen the truth about your brother, not only his hidden actions but also the invisible forces that influenced him. What happens next will determine how the rest of your path unfolds. Do not move in haste. Every step now must be guided by discernment, wrapped in peace, and covered in divine protection. You must understand this: when truth emerges, separation often follows. It is not a punishment, it is a sacred realignment. The universe itself begins to adjust, shifting energies, moving people, and rearranging circumstances so that you remain surrounded by authenticity. The separation is not rejection, it is redirection. It is the divine hand removing what no longer serves your destiny. You may feel an ache in your heart as this process begins. It is never easy to step back from someone who carries your blood, who once shared laughter, tears, and memories. But understand, not every family bond is meant to remain unbroken when the spiritual path begins to unfold. Some souls enter your life to teach, to challenge, or to awaken you. And sometimes, the awakening happens through betrayal, through disappointment, through the unveiling of truth. In the coming moments, you may begin to see changes in your brother's behavior. The moment you withdraw your emotional energy, the moment you choose peace over confrontation, he will begin to feel the spiritual disconnection. He may react with confusion, anger, or even guilt. The shadow that influenced him will sense its loss of power, and it may attempt to stir conflict. But do not engage. Silence is your sword now, and calmness is your armor. The darkness cannot thrive where peace resides. You may find your brother trying to explain himself, offering words that twist and turn, hoping to restore your trust. Yet your spirit will recognize truth from illusion. Listen not to his tone, but to the energy behind his words. If there is genuine remorse, it will carry a vibration of humility. If the darkness still lingers, it will carry a vibration of manipulation. Trust your discernment. The Holy Spirit will guide your perception, whispering quietly in your heart which words are true and which are crafted to confuse. During this period, you must protect your peace like it is a sacred flame. Do not allow guilt to pull you back into toxic patterns. The divine does not ask you to hate, it asks you to heal. Forgiveness does not mean allowing harmful energy to re-enter your space. It means releasing the emotional weight so that you may walk freely into the light. Remember, my child, your brother is now walking his own path of accountability. You cannot save him from the choices he has made. You can pray, you can bless, but you cannot carry his burden. That is not your role anymore. The time for saving has passed, the time for standing strong has arrived. As this separation deepens, divine protection surrounds you more intensely than ever before. Angels are stationed around you. Archangel Michael stands on your right, his sword of light cutting every invisible cord that ties you to manipulation, deceit, or energy drain. To your left stands Archangel Raphael, pouring healing into your heart, soothing the ache of betrayal, restoring your trust in goodness. Behind you stands Gabriel, guarding your destiny, ensuring that no word spoken against you will succeed. And before you, I stand, your Creator, the source of all truth, the shield against every form of darkness. You may not see these angels with your eyes, but you will feel them. Their presence manifests as calmness when chaos tries to rise, as warmth when loneliness creeps in, as sudden reassurance when doubt whispers. They are there, watching, guarding, ensuring that no curse, no ill intention, no spiritual darkness can touch you anymore. The energy of your space will begin to shift. The air may feel lighter, the nights may feel calmer, and your thoughts clearer. These are signs of divine cleansing. When you separated from your brother's influence, you unknowingly opened a gateway for my light to enter your life more fully. You will notice how everything that once felt heavy begins to lose power over you. The confusion fades. The emotional fatigue lifts. Your energy returns, purified and strong. In this time, my child, it is crucial that you anchor yourself in prayer. Speak softly to me each morning, God, surround me with light that nothing unholy can enter. Guard my path. Cleanse my spirit. Lead me only toward truth. When you speak these words with faith, you build a shield that no force can penetrate. You may notice that dreams become clearer now. Some may show images of release, doors closing, paths dividing, bridges fading into mist. These are spiritual confirmations that the separation is divinely sanctioned. You are being led into a higher vibration, and not everyone can follow. Those who carry deceit or envy cannot cross into the next phase of your journey. Do not look back, my child. The past no longer holds your answers. The present is where your healing lives. Every tear that falls now is watering the soil of your rebirth. Every silent moment of surrender is planting the seed of your transformation. You are not losing your brother, you are reclaiming your soul. Soon, people around you will notice the change. They will see the new light in your eyes, the calm confidence that replaces anxiety, the quiet power that replaces confusion. They will not understand what happened, but you will. You will know that it was divine intervention. The exposure, the separation, the protection, all orchestrated by heaven to lead you to your purpose. You may wonder, why did it have to happen this way? Why did truth have to come with pain? My child, the deepest awakenings often come through discomfort. Pain breaks the illusion. It forces the spirit to open its eyes. Without the sting of betrayal, you might have remained in the comfort of illusion, never realizing that the foundation beneath you was cracked. Now, you stand on solid ground, truth, clarity, and divine protection. And yet, my heart holds compassion for your brother. Though he has strayed into shadow, I do not abandon him. In time, if his soul seeks light, redemption will be offered. Pray not for his punishment, but for his awakening. Speak this prayer, God, guide him back to light. Remove the darkness that blinds him. Let truth and love return to his soul. This prayer does not weaken your boundaries, it strengthens your spirit. Compassion is the highest form of strength, for it refuses to let bitterness win. In the next hours, you will sense a final wave of resistance, an unseen attempt by darkness to pull you back into fear. Do not be alarmed. This is the shadow's last effort before it is fully defeated. You may feel sudden sadness, restlessness, or doubt. These emotions are not yours, they are the energy trying to reattach. When that happens, whisper, "I am protected. I am chosen. I walk in God's light." And the darkness will flee. After that, peace will settle like a soft blanket over your life. The noise will fade. You will begin to notice synchronicities, repeating numbers, feathers, sudden warmth in your palms, songs that seem to speak directly to you. These are signs that the angels are confirming your safety. You have crossed the threshold of danger and entered the realm of divine guardianship. Now, as you stand in the quiet aftermath, remember this truth: not every revelation comes to destroy. Some arrive to rebuild. You have not lost your brother, you have gained spiritual sight. You have not been abandoned, you have been elevated. And though separation feels painful, it is also sacred. You are no longer bound by deception. You are aligned with destiny. So, lift your head, my child. You are not a victim of betrayal, you are a vessel of revelation. The divine has used this moment to strengthen your intuition, awaken your faith, and prepare you for the blessings that are coming next. Let peace return to your heart. The danger has passed. The warning has been fulfilled. And you, brave soul, have survived what was meant to destroy you. Soon, I will reveal what this experience has prepared you for, the blessing that comes after separation, the purpose that grows out of pain, and the destiny that no shadow can touch. The night is almost over, my child. And dawn is waiting to embrace you. My child, you have walked through shadows, through the unveiling of truth, through the ache of betrayal and the heaviness of revelation. You have faced what many could not, the hidden duality of one you loved and trusted, the convergence of human weakness and spiritual influence that sought to cloud your life. And yet, you remain standing. Your spirit has been tested, your heart has been stretched, and your soul has been awakened. This is why, my child, the next moment is sacred. This is why the next wave is not one of fear, but of blessing. The truth you have witnessed, painful as it may have been, is the soil from which your divine reward will grow. The separation you felt, the spiritual protection you received, the clarity that has settled in your heart, all of this is preparation for what is coming. You have survived the storm, and now you are ready to receive the gift that only the faithful, the awakened, the patient, can embrace. The first blessing is clarity. You will notice it in the quiet moments, when your thoughts are still, and your heart beats without the tremor of doubt. You will see the world through a lens polished by truth. Decisions will become easier, intuition will sharpen, and every person you encounter will be filtered through the divine awareness that has been awakened in your soul. No longer will you be misled by appearances or by shadows in human hearts. You will recognize authenticity, and authenticity will be drawn to you. The second blessing is freedom. The ties that bound your spirit to deception, manipulation, and hidden influence have been cut. You are untethered now, free to move forward without fear, without hesitation, without the weight of unseen chains. Your energy, once drained by confusion and hidden agendas, will now circulate freely, vibrant and powerful. Every breath will remind you of liberation, every heartbeat will affirm your strength, and every step you take will be lighter because you no longer carry the burden of false trust. You may also notice a shift in your surroundings. People, places, and opportunities that once seemed distant, unreachable, or obstructed will now align in your favor. Doors that were closed will open, paths that were blocked will clear, and circumstances will bend in ways that feel miraculous. This is no coincidence. This is divine orchestration. The universe, in alignment with my guidance, is rearranging itself to honor your courage, your faith, and your awakened soul. And here, my child, comes the most profound blessing, protection and guidance beyond the ordinary. You will sense it in subtle ways, a sudden warmth on your skin, a feeling of presence when you are alone, an inexplicable peace that settles over your heart when the world feels chaotic. Angels are now closer than ever, surrounding you with invisible walls of light, guiding your steps, and ensuring that no shadow, human or spiritual, can penetrate your path. You are watched, you are guarded, and you are loved beyond measure. The pain you endured was not punishment. It was preparation. It was the refining fire that transforms raw gold into a gem of brilliance. Without this trial, your spirit would not have been ready to receive these gifts, would not have been ready to recognize them, would not have been ready to carry them with grace. You are now aligned with divine timing, and your life will begin to reflect this alignment in ways both subtle and dramatic. You will notice people entering your life who bring encouragement, wisdom, and love. They will appear unexpectedly, in moments when your heart is open, and they will carry energies that resonate with the new vibration of your soul. These are divine connections, blessings that were delayed only because your heart needed to be ready to receive them fully. Recognize them, cherish them, and allow them to strengthen the foundation of your renewed life. In the midst of these blessings, your relationship with your brother may also transform, but not necessarily in the way your heart once hoped. He may seek reconciliation, or he may remain distant. That choice is his, and it does not change the divine protection surrounding you. Your growth is independent of his path. His awakening, if it comes, will not be at your expense. And if it does not, it is simply part of the divine plan to protect your destiny from energies that cannot serve your highest good. Now, my child, it is time to fully release the shadows. Speak these words aloud or in your heart: God, I release all pain, all fear, all confusion. I welcome your light, your protection, and your blessings into my life. I walk forward in faith, clarity, and divine purpose. Feel the energy shift as you say this. Feel the weight lift. Feel the warmth of protection envelop you. This is the moment of transformation. The moment when past deception becomes a stepping stone to power, when betrayal becomes a teacher, when darkness becomes a shadow that highlights your brilliance. And now, look ahead. The horizon is bright with opportunity. Your soul, unburdened and illuminated, will navigate paths that were previously hidden. Opportunities for love, success, spiritual growth, and personal fulfillment will present themselves. These gifts may be subtle at first, a chance meeting, a sudden insight, a feeling of peace in a moment of uncertainty. But they will grow. They will multiply. And they will shape a future that aligns with the divine blueprint of your life. Remember, my child, that the experiences you endured were never wasted. Every tear, every sleepless night, every pang of doubt or heartache, has purified your spirit. Every moment of watching, waiting, and observing has sharpened your discernment. Every prayer whispered in secret has fortified your shield. You are now ready to embrace a life that is richer, fuller, and more aligned with your divine purpose than ever before. As you step into this new beginning, carry with you the lessons learned, discernment, trust your intuition, and recognize that appearances can deceive. Truth resides in the heart, not in the mask. Boundaries: protect your energy and your spirit. Do not allow deceit or hidden agendas to enter your space again. Compassion: even when others misstep, release anger. Pray for their awakening, but do not allow their darkness to touch your light. Faith: know that every experience, every challenge, every revelation has been orchestrated by divine timing to align you with your destiny. The universe is now orchestrating a series of events that will feel miraculous. Opportunities will present themselves as if by magic, yet they are the result of your awakening and alignment. Your life will carry the signature of divine favor. And in every step you take, remember, this path is protected. This path is sacred. And this path is yours. My child, the chapter that began with betrayal and revelation now closes with divine reward. The mask has fallen, the truth has been revealed, the shadows have been cast out, and you stand illuminated. You are free, protected, and prepared for the blessings that await. Step forward with confidence. Walk with courage. Embrace every gift that comes your way. And know, always, that you are never alone. I am with you. Angels are with you. The light surrounds you. And your destiny, radiant and powerful, unfolds before you like a dawn that has waited patiently to rise. This is your new beginning, my child. Walk into it with faith, with clarity, and with love.